So if you're looking for a quick hookup, it's usually Tinder or Match.com. If you're looking for more of a relationship, OkCupid. If you're looking for a certain kind of relationship or hot date, it could be Christian singles, it could be J-Date, it could be elite singles if you're somebody who's got a lot of money and power and that's what you're looking for. So be very careful about the online dating sites that you decide to go on. And once you've figured that out, join them. Don't think about joining them because you've only got a month to get yourself a date. Join them. And don't join one, join two. So for most of you listening, I would recommend OkCupid. And simply for the sheer numbers, and because you're looking for a hot date, you're not looking for a husband or a wife, I would also go with Match.com because it's huge. And you have basically a lifetime supply of people to connect to. So the first thing you want to do is you want to look at other people's profiles. So you want to get yourself a profile education. You know, that's one of the things that I teach. So how do you create a profile that's really captivating? Well, first of all, it's got to be all about the reader, not all about you. Remember, somebody who's reading your profile is looking for a relationship, usually with somebody who's fabulous and sexy and has a great career and a great life and looks terrific and is well-toned, but also somebody who would be interested in them. Somebody who has a level of connection skills, empathy skills, compassion skills, certainly somebody who's very sexy, but somebody who's you'd want to be with the next day too. So that's why when you write your profile, be sure that you look at other people's profiles and you see what jumps out and reaches you, because that's what you're going to want to duplicate. Put humor in it and be very, very positive. I was looking at some potential matches for one of my clients last night and the night before, and he sent me one, and all she did was complain in the profile. I've never done this before, and I don't really think it's going to work, and da-da-da-da-da. And after 2 seconds, I emailed back my client, you already have one of those. That's the one you're divorcing. You don't need another complainer, right? And I'm sure you don't either. Even if you have never dated a complainer, please don't start now. So very positive, very upbeat, put enough specifics. Do you love movies? Do you love the beach? Do you love horseback riding? Do you love golf? What is it that you want your hot date to do if you have a choice? Well, I presume Valentine's Day. You might want this person to go dancing. So I love this kind of dancing, blah, blah, blah. Hope you do too, that kind of thing. So you got to look hot. So I don't want you to be in lingerie because that's not what you want to attract. At the same time, you can look very hot in a dress. You can look very hot in a shirt and pants or in a suit even, If things are well cut and they're flattering and you look terrific and the lighting is good, or if you're in shorts sitting at the beach or taking a walk or on a bike or on a motorcycle or whatever it is you do, you can still look fabulous and hot. Make sure those photos are very, very flattering. Make sure you also put in a headshot that's very, very flattering. Make sure that there's a full body shot. So if you're playing golf, somebody who's your friend can take a shot while you're swinging. If you play tennis, somebody can take a shot while you're hitting a backhand. You want great photos. And tell your best friend, it's for a dating site, I gotta look hot, I gotta look great, I have to have a close-up of my face, I have to have a full body shot where they can really see that I'm toned, and show yourself at your most attractive. And believe me, it isn't worth, for a dating site, it isn't worth using a photo from years ago. You can't do it for a dating site. Just FYI. Okay. This is strangers meeting strangers. So your job is to finesse for information. That is your express purpose. By putting a profile on a dating site, you have one purpose, which is to get dates. Your equally valid and crucial goal is to finesse for enough information so that you do not make dates with people you do not want to make a date with. And I don't care how trusting you are, and I don't care how untrusting you are, distrustful. It doesn't matter. This is a system, and you have to adjust to the system. So men will traditionally lie about their height. They will lie about how much money they earn. They may lie about their level of education. And they may lie about their weight and their age. But weight and age are more things that women will lie about. Women will lie about their weight, number one, their age, number two. Then they may lie about this financial stability that they do or don't have. And they may lie about their education as well. But money and education are not as big of a temptation for lying for women, and are huge for men. Just as, men don't care as much about how old they are and, how much they weigh, but height, that's a major thing for men. So, forewarned is forearmed. Just be aware of it. Know that people's attitude is they need to get you to connect with them. And, they may tell you on the first date, the second date, the third date, hey, I'm really 39, or I'm really 51, whatever it is. Don't get yourself in a huff. You're using online dating. You don't know for sure 100% of the facts. Make sure you find somebody who's got enough going for him or her that you want to go out with them on Valentine's Day. That's all you have to think about now. The key to evaluating profiles that I've developed over many, many, many years is not so different from when you tell your friends what you're looking for, right? So let's say you have a best friend who knows everybody in the world. You're going to tell your best friend, woman or man, exactly what you're looking for. I want to have a date by Valentine's Day. I want to have a fabulous time Valentine's Day. I'm hoping you know somebody. Here's what I'm looking for. And then you have to be very, very specific. Don't compromise. They're going to compromise if they don't know that person. They're going to find people who aren't quite that. But don't you compromise. So when you look for a profile, if you hate golf, you see somebody who loves golf, don't bother. You know what's going to happen on weekends. That person's going to be playing golf, and you're going to be alone saying, what am I doing? And the same goes for any activity. If somebody says they love something and you hate it, that's not your match. That's not your partner. That's probably not even a Valentine's Day date for you. Because if somebody were going to talk about the Lakers all Valentine's Day, to me, I would kill one of us before the end of the evening. I'd be hoping I'm at a party so I could talk to other people, right? So make sure you're looking for somebody who really has the interests and the attributes you're looking for. And a photo's important. If that person doesn't turn you on, then this is not who your potential husband or wife is going to be. This is a hot date. So the first thing you want to look at is for someone who's hot. And it doesn't have to be a neuroscientist. It doesn't have to be a nuclear physicist. It doesn't have to be a CFO. This is a hot date for Valentine's Day, right? So please focus on that. And look at the profile, and I recommend doing a green highlight for what you love and a red highlight for what you dislike. And the profiles need to have mostly green and almost no red. And when you've got 10 of those, then you're ready to go to the next step. Well, first of all, the 3-paragraph rule that I invented years and years and years ago is about the first paragraph being about them, the reader. Because if they're not interested in what you have to say, they're not reading to the second paragraph. And they're sure not going to get to the third paragraph. So the first paragraph basically, and I just wrote a bunch of these in the last couple of days, I use the person's username, dear username. I was so interested to see that you have a love for XYZ and that you have a career that allows you to utilize your love of art, let's say if she's an art curator, whatever it is. So make a first sentence that is all about her needs and how she meets her needs in her life in a wonderful way. And it could be her energy, it could be her family, it could be her hobbies, it could be her career, it doesn't matter. And then let the second sentence, still in the first paragraph, do the same thing. And it was wonderful to read how happy and joyous you are and that your daughter means so much to you and that you've been able to carve out a career where you have a lot of flexibility. So you're proving in the first paragraph, which is no more than 2 sentences, that you actually read her profile. Not that you're sending out the same email to 53 women or men, hoping that somebody's dumb enough not to realize, because they realize. So once you do that, then the second paragraph is all about you. I am also excited by art, and I have an extensive art collection. My favorite artists are so-and-so and so-and-so, and I look forward to hearing your preferences. And then I have X number of children, or I have no children and children are very important to me, whatever it is. But again, you're connecting in such a way, and then something that's just about you. So this is like baiting the hook and throwing it into the lake. The third point is whatever it is you're interested in that maybe didn't show up in this woman or man's profile. Then you have paragraph 3, the call to action, as in any good sales letter. And the call to action is what you want them to do. So I'm hopeful that you've enjoyed reading my profile and that you would like to speak. And if so, please let me know and I will send you my cell number. And then thank you or warm regards and then your username or your real name.